end of the day, the doctor and the clinical staff will go over your hair and the result, and the clinical staff will show you how to shampoo your hair. They'll give you instructions. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Essentially, you don't shampoo for 48 hours. You don't need to for 48 hours. That's when the hairs are anchoring in.
Okay.
We give you a medicated shampoo, and so you'll shampoo regularly on the sides and the back. But anywhere where the hairs are transplanted, what we'd like you to do is put that shampoo into a shaker, like a little shaker, and shake it up so it's like a milkshake, and then you use the pour method. You pour it over your head, and you let it set for like a minute or so, and then you rinse it twice, two times.
Okay.
So you just don't want the direct shower head to be hitting those grafts for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Just 2 weeks. So a lot happens in the 2-week period, what we call the post-op period. That one continuous suture is removed, so you don't have to actually go to Seattle. You can have it done locally here in Portland. We can give you a suture removal kit, and a significant other can do it for you. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
You said you're married?
No.
Oh, you're not married?
Not married.
Okay, I thought you said you were married.
No, I have a girlfriend.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Right.
Well, then she can do it.
Okay.
If she's up for that. So we have that suture removal kit. You have tiny crusts that form at the recipient sites. Remember we were talking about those tiny angled openings where the hairs are transplanted?
Yeah.
They look something like this. Here's the first day. You can take a look at somebody who's had a hair transplant done. Tiny little crusts form at the recipient sites. You can call them micro-scabs. They shed within 10 days to 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's tiny little crust. You can see it here more clearly because he was, bald back here.
Yeah.
So those will shed in 2 weeks, along with the trimmed hairs. Now, don't be alarmed. A lot of times people forget I'm telling them this part of the equation, but I will call you. We call you and kind of remind you, or the nursing staff will, and say, look, the tiny crust form. If there's little hairs in there, don't worry about that. That's normal. What's important is the hair follicle. That's the factory system of your hair. Mm-hmm. And that's healthy, that's in place. Then there'll be a dormant period of 3 months. But before I describe the grow-out period, there's one other thing about that 2-week period. The crusts fall out, the suture is removed. Also, we ask you to do, activity-wise, 1/3 of what you usually do the first week, 2/3 the second week, then back to normal. Okay. So just don't bench press, 500 pounds. Don't jog the 10K marathon. Simple stuff.
I guess I'll hold on for a week or two if I have to.
That's why I said that, because of our earlier discussion about your physical prowess. So essentially, you just do 1/3 of what you usually do, and it's mainly for your heart rate and blood pressure, so it's not elevated over a period of, for a period of time. Okay. So you can still do normal stuff, take out the trash, lift, things that are 30, 40 pounds. You just don't want to do it for a continuous period.
Okay.
Any questions, just use a rule of thumb that it's 1/3, 2/3, then back to normal.